This is it. This is the episode that we have been working on for a year. It is time to start my car. We actually knew that we probably couldn't do this on our own. So we called upon our friend Ross, who actually lended us our engine lift. He has been helping us throughout this process, and he was willing to come over and help us start Carl. Finally, it was time to put in the distributor and spark plug wires, but first we had to prime the engine.
Spinning? Yeah, just let it go for a minute or so. So how you doing? Good thing to be scared about. All right, let's get the distributor in.
It was like this.
Yeah, it was like this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Point.
Remember, you've got two things you're trying to line up.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Just went all the way down. So now, when you adjust the timing, you've got to take the vacuum advance off, right?
Yes, because you don't. Yeah, because you don't want it to be advanced.
And you want to hold. Okay, so right now we're just gonna
leave it.
We're just gonna do the hold down, and we're gonna attach the advance and just go with it. Correct. Right?
Okay, so we're about to start the car. I'm capping off the vacuum line so that we don't have a vacuum leak. And then we're going to put the cap to the distributor on and plug it into all the spark plugs. And then we'll start the car, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it fits.
That fits pretty tight on
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Plug them in now, and we're going to leave the coil off.
And now we are at the crucial moments of starting it, right?
Once it starts, we're going to be very excited, but then we have to, the first 20 minutes are critical.
Yeah.
And we're breaking in the engine.
It's going to be the longest 20 minutes of our lives. So we put in a temporary tachometer in the car so that I can know if we're at 2,000 RPM. The guys are going to be out here monitoring everything, and I'm just going to try to keep it at 2,000 RPM for 20 minutes.
You ready?
Yes.
That's why you put assembly lead on there. You ready? You ready?
I don't know.
Come on. This is good. This is the best part, man. This is fruition.
I'm so excited!
Okay, Elle, just go ahead and, so you're just going to hold it and just keep cranking, okay? You ready?
Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, you're good?
So I'm putting the coil on now.
Alright, so that's on, that's on. That means we should have spark now. We've got fuel.
So go ahead and give it two full
Okay.
pumps, right? So yeah, pump all the way down.
Yep.
Just give us a thumbs up that when the oil light goes off.
Okay.
Alright?
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
Okay. It's off. The oil light.
Well, just start the engine, yeah. So keep holding it, and until the engine start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it? It's at like 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah. Yeah. It's off, but it won't go off.
It won't turn off?
No.
That's fun.
That was so scary. Turning on a car and having it shake ferociously and make giant noises is never a good sign. But the tachometer, Dad, you wired it in wrong.
Yes, I wired it wrong.
You wired it wrong.
I wired the tach wrong.
And then when I went to turn it off because Ross said, cut it. It wouldn't turn off.
Yes, just a slight wiring thing that we're going to fix.
I was a little stressed. After finally turning Carl off, my brother came over and told me that it was doing great, and that was very refreshing and very nice to have. And we regrouped and tried again.
So go ahead and fire it up.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Tell me when to stop. Dad, do you want to switch places so I can see what's happening out there?
Sure, yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and crank it.
That feels awfully rough.
It is. So the engine is not quite starting. There's a possibility that it could be flooded with fuel.
So what we're doing now is I'm actually really turning the fuel mixture down on the carburetor so that basically no extra fuel is going into it. We're going to try and start it again, and I'm going to slowly add more fuel to the carburetor.
So I'm not going to hit the gas, I'm just going to kind of crank it.
Correct.
Okay.
Because he's not holding it because it's running now.
Awfully rough. Yeah.
Try it again. Good. One more time. One more.
All right. Ellie, we did it!
Now that Carl was finally on, it was time to break in the engine. But since Dad wired the tach-in wrong, we couldn't see it get up to 2,000 RPM. Ross, by ear, helped us bring the engine up to a good level, and then we held it there for 20 minutes.
Put it right there. So I'm looking around. The biggest things I'm looking at are I'm looking at the oil filter right there. I don't see any leaks there. I don't see any leaks at the coolant connections.
Russ, can you check the alternator? And the oil light is off. The oil light is off. You got the oil pressure.
14.7. It's got the alternator working right.
I'm proud of us. We did it.
I was so nervous.
Sarah was so scared.
I didn't think, I thought we did something wrong.
I know.
Does it sound good out there?
It sounds like it used to.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and let off really slow.
Alexa, stop.
Not too slow.
Too slow.
Too fast.
All right, go ahead and try it again. Crank it.
That sounds pretty good.
So we were done. Ross and I set the timing, and then it was time for our first drive in Carl with a new engine.
All right. Here we go. Parking brake.
You have parking brake on top of it? Oh my gosh! Dad, we haven't driven this car for a year!
It shifted so nicely.
Yeah, we need to fix the lights.
It's a little.
It's real bad. Dad, we haven't sound
We're
this
back.
in a year. I think I'm worried about every little sound. Like, I'm stressed out.
This is great.
Like, every little bump I feel, I'm like, oh no, is that something we did wrong?
We are doing so good.
Like, the windows rolled up, like, it is quiet. Not a U-turn car.
Neutral. Reverse. Oh, look at the brake.
Dad, we did it.
We did it.
This feels so right. It feels right being back in Carl. Why'd you go knock on the key stores? It works! Quick. It works!
That was great.
I am so thankful that this car is running. After a year of work, of slaving away at weekends, whenever we could throughout the week, it is so nice to see that all of that work went into making a car that we could drive. So what I'm taking out of the garage this week is Carl. Thank you to all of the companies who have come alongside us on this year-long journey, which isn't over yet. And thank you to all of the people who have left comments on the videos or met us in person and helped us with the car or let us call them in the middle of a Sunday trying to get the car started. We're so grateful that you have been here to help us because we really couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to my executive producer, Drew Carter. And if you would like to support me, go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/Ellie'sGarage. I'll see you next time in the garage with a running car.